I'm Brenda Schultz. I am the 2nd through 5th grade teacher at Pittsburgh United Methodist Church Sunday School, and also teaching on behalf of my friend, Mrs. April Boyer, who teaches the preschool through 1st grade class. And remember, we started a new series, and our series we're talking about now is I Can. Let's remember, we have so many things we are so in charge of and so powerful for that we can do to make a difference. And so that's what we're going to be talking about the next several weeks is I can, things that we can do. I know it's a time right now where we have limits and things that we can't do, but let's focus on what we can do. Now I want to tell you a story. It kind of leads into our lesson for today. Many years ago, or several years ago, I was volunteering at an adoption center for rescue in Brownsburg, and we had a group of teenagers and preteens, young gentlemen came in with this little bitty kitten that was pretty scraggly. And this is so cool. They found this kitten out in the middle of the street. No idea what had happened to it, if it was born out in the wild and maybe its mom and siblings were poof because they couldn't find anything else around. And they knew this kitten, little bitty, I mean itty bitty bitty kitten, they knew it wouldn't survive out in the street and out on its own. So what did they do? They scooped it up and they walked it over to us. They knew about our adoption center, they knew about our rescue, and they knew this kitty needed help. There was nothing at all this kitten could have done to repay them. There was no benefit they were getting out of it. They were just being caring. And that's what we're going to talk about, is being caring towards others. So how cool is that? They were out hanging out, doing whatever. It was their free time. And they chose to take the time to be caring and save this kitty. Isn't that great? They saved its life. Isn't that really cool? I think that's just amazing that they showed such compassion and love for this little bitty kitten that could have never done anything to repay them or help them. But that's what it's all about. We help others, not just because of what we could get in return. We don't do that. We help others because it's the right thing to do. We have the power, you have the power to make a difference in someone's life. Now, I want you to think about sometimes somebody's been caring towards you. Maybe you were sick and someone helped take care of you. Maybe you had a bad day. Maybe you came home from school. It was a rough day at school and you came home and you had either a mom or dad or aunt or uncle or brother or sister or grandma or grandpa or a friend or somebody who listened to you and said, it's okay. I'm sorry you went through that, but it's okay now. And they showed you compassion. Did it change your day? Did it change how you felt about your day? Did it feel like just a big old hug? Well, that's what we want to do, is be caring towards others. Because get this, when you are being kind to someone else, you are also being kind to God. Let's look at this story. I love this story, or this passage. I want you, if you've got a Bible, go to your Bible. I'm looking at the Pittsburgh United Methodist Church Bible that we've given out to our kiddos. If you have a different Bible, you might have this on a different page, or if you don't have a Bible at all, that's okay. I'm sorry, I've got a hair in front of my face. That's okay, because we're going to read it together. But first, we are going to go to Matthew. So what you'll do first is go to the table of contents and find Matthew. And on the Bible I'm looking in, it starts on page 1051. Okay, again, yours may be on a different page. That's okay. If you don't want to follow along, that's okay. You can just listen. Okay, what we're going to do is, remember, Matthew is like the book we're pulling off the library shelf. And then from there, we're going to go to the chapter. We're going to read chapter 25 and verses 37 through 40. So chapter 25, we'll look for the big bold. Usually it's big bold. Might be yellow, might be blue, might be a different color, but the big number 25. And then the little bitty numbers, we're going to read 37 through 40. So listen to this. This is really cool. If you want to read along, that's great. But you don't have to. It says, "Then the righteous will answer to him, 'Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you something to drink? When did we see you a stranger and invite you in, or needing clothes and clothe you? When did we see you sick or in prison and go visit you?' The king will reply, 'Truly, I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine,'" listen to this, this is really important, "you did for me." So think about that. The next time you look at someone, a friend, family member, or maybe even somebody you don't know. Now, if you could see God's face, if you could see Jesus' face in that person, like showing up, if you could physically see, would you be mean to him or would you be kind to him? Would you say something nice? Would you help them? Well, guess what? You can't physically see that, but they're inside there. God is inside us. So when you do something nice to someone, you're doing it to God. I want you to think about that. I want you to think this week and think of how you can be caring. You have the power. That's so cool. You have the power to change someone's day. And it could be something as simple as, hey, when mom or dad or grandma or grandpa or somebody walks in the room, you give them a hug. Or it could be something as simple as calling up someone to say, hey, how you doing? Or something as simple as, sorry, my kitten is being a wild banshee right now, so you probably hear her. It could be something as simple as just a kind word. It could be something like maybe you help shovel their driveway when it snows. You can do acts of kindness, but also acts of kindness are words too. And they're so powerful, so powerful. So remember that you have the power to be kind and caring to others. You have the power to change their day. And when you're kind and caring to that person, you're caring to God. Think about that. Who is going to be your kitten this week? Who are you going to selflessly help or selflessly show caring and compassion to? I challenge every one of you to do that. Pick a person or lots of people and make a point of being caring to that person because you have the power. You can change their day. Okay. All right, now friends, it's time for us to go for now. We will be back again next week. So I hope you join us. And remember, Mrs. Boyer and I do miss you. But until then, we will be on these videos so we can see each other that way a little bit. And we'll continue this until we are back in person again. And just remember, we love you, okay? You have the power. You can. Remember that. Have a great week, friends.